Welcome back, welcome back. Shout out to the real ones. Now, we all know yin yang. I believe in that, good and evil. And there should be good and evil on both sides of everything, because, that's the way it is. So when you hear Masons and I start snapping, understand I'm not talking to the bad ones. If anyone wants to get offended, well, then you're a bad one and I don't really give a shit. Because, this is why. You can't get mad. My grandfather started that.
Thank you for joining.
My great-great-grandfather.
As we continue with part
and yous make a mockery of it.
Solomon's Temple of the Origin of Freemasonry and Knights Templar by John R. Bennett. King Solomon's Temple. It was King David who first proposed to substitute for the nomadic tabernacle a permanent place of worship for his people. For this purpose, he purchased Mount Moriah, one of the eminences of the ridge which was known as Mount Zion, and was the property of Ornan the Jebusite, who used it as a threshing floor. But although King David had designed the temple and acquired all the necessary means, and even collected many of the materials, he was not permitted to commence the undertaking, and the execution of the task was left to his son and successor, Solomon. Accordingly, that monarch laid the foundation of the edifice in the 4th year of his reign, 1012 BC, and with the assistance of his friend and ally, Hiram, king of Tyre, completed it in about 7 years and a half, dedicating it to the service of the Most High in the year 1004 BC.
Wait up. I'm a little lost. We're going to deal with this later, but we're going to deal with y'all first. It just said this is BC, before Christ, right? So this is all the way back then. And we all know King Solomon, kind of one of the greatest men known in the Bible. He's known all around the world. I don't want to hear this shit. And if the Lord's with him, and he has a magic ring that can control spirits, you understand how things got built that we can't understand now? It was aliens. It was us.
This was the year of the world 3000, according to Hebrew chronology, and although there has been much difference
year 3000,
in relation to the precise date, this is the one that has been generally accepted, and it is therefore adopted by Masons in their calculations of different.
So would that mean 3,000 years passed, and now after Christ, we're about to get to another 3,000 years, which would be like 6,000 years, roughly 7,000, right? Because give and take years and all that. So was my father lying when he said, "Yous have 1 week up in my time, which is 1,000 years every day. So you have 7,000 years before I come back and judge you."
Ethics. When Solomon was about to build the temple, 2nd Chronicles, 1st chapter, 10th verse.
Oh, it's in the Bible?
On Hiram of Tyre to furnish him with a supply of timber. The Tyrian king not only supplied him with the timber, which was cut in the forest of Lebanon.
When you see me kick my leg out and I kick it into my other leg, that's because that's the compass, the foot in the square. It's Mason shit. Every fucking thing I do has a reason to it. It's not because I'm one of them. No, it's original shit that they took and they run with it themselves and they use it for themselves. While we use nothing. We use nothing.
By the Sidonites,
and wonder why the Lord laughs at us.
By the sea to Joppa, a distance of over 100 miles, and thence carried by land about 40 miles to Jerusalem, but also sent him a man by the name of Hiram, the most accomplished designer and operator then known in the country. Tyre and Sidon were the chief cities of the Phoenicians. Tyre was distant from Jerusalem about 120 miles by sea and was 30 miles nearer by land. Sidon was under the Tyrian government, situated about 20 miles north of Tyre in the forest of Lebanon. It was a place of considerable importance, even in the time of Joshua, 1451 BC, who succeeded Moses and who spoke of it as Great Sidon. Hence, it is evident that the
So now do you understand Moses never got to go to the promised land, and Joshua, there's no J, so it has to be a Y, Yahshua. How can Yahshua, why are people calling Yahshua the Savior Jesus? I pray to Yahshua. Well, that was a man that didn't even have the Holy Spirit of the fucking one on him. He was just like Moses. He was a man, but he was a war Moses. He didn't do what Moses did and do the woo Most High tricks. He took them to war and took the Holy Land back with the strength of the Most High. He went David style, you know. One moment you're doing Merlin magician shit, and then the next generation gotta go Goku. Get it? Cause motherfuckers just don't leave. They won't learn. So the Most High goes, all right, I keep telling you to get up, to leave. I keep telling you leave them alone. I keep telling you get the fuck off this land. And hey, you don't want to listen?
Nations were far advanced in the arts of life when the Israelites reached the promised land. That no confusion might arise, owing to the great number employed, King Solomon selected those of most enlightened minds, religious and zealous in good work, as masters to superintend the workmen, and for overseers of the work he selected men who were skillful in geometry and proportion, and who had been initiated and proved in the mystical learning of the ancient sages. He numbered...
It sounds like Solomon made himself like, you know, the greatest Power Ranger of all, and started recruiting niggas and said, you're gonna be my new fucking Ranger of technology, you're my Thunderzord Ranger, you're my fucking Magician Ranger, you're my... Get it? GMB, squad up, we all have a different ability, and once we form together, there's nothing they can do. The Lord's behind us, and we have all these abilities, which the Lord's gonna enhance it. So how the fuck do we lose? Oh yeah, y'all don't believe in yourself.
And classed all the craftsmen, whether natives or foreigners. At the completion of the temple, the Ark of the Covenant was deposited by Solomon in the Sanctum Sanctorum, or Holy of Holies of the temple. It was lost upon the final destruction of the building by the Chaldeans in 588 BC. The first temple of the Jews was called the Palace, or the House of Jehovah, to indicate its splendor and magnificence.
Guess what my street sign says? I'm on Palace Aid. You people fucked up. Really bad. Now, I'm not even gonna, there's only a couple minutes left to this. We're gonna jump to the meat because I know I'm destined for this. And I don't care if I lose my life. I don't care what happens. You fucked up. You disrespected my forefathers. You disrespected me. You disrespecting these people in this town. And God knows what fucking worse you're doing. We're not gonna accuse you because I can't prove that. I just know what you're doing to me.
Skilled here. This is a narcissist, a King of Swords energy.
A jackass.
Working with your family, a mother figure.
Oh, really?
Air. I have fire and air here.
I wonder why she's not here
anymore. So they want to keep it hidden from you right now. They're no longer working with an emperor in the reverse, okay? That emperor in the reverse might have been an ex of yours from the past. But in the recent past, what is the burden? What is that 10 of wands? They wanted to keep it hidden from you that they were the ones causing all these burdens for you, but these people might be caught now. I have the 9 of swords, and I have the 9 of cups in the reverse. The exposure. They can't cause or confuse anyone or anything else. These people are exposed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these people are fully exposed for what they've been doing. Mm-hmm. And it's a burden. So they started doing heavy spell work because you can't expose them for the spell work trying to poison you. Food, drink. Yeah.
It ain't
Yeah,
gonna
just
work.
in the recent past, they tried to poison you again. Too many people were talking about this. Mason. Oh, wow. You might have started running your mouth on social media or to a whole lot of people about what was being done to you, about Masons coming together in this organization to do different things. Like I talk about energy weapons, collab.
I don't know this woman. How the fuck does she know this? How the fuck is she saying what I've been saying all this time? Huh? Because it's a coincidence.
Operations on jobs, doing spell work, all kind of things, chasing you down on the highway in an attempt to unalive you, and mentioning Masons a lot. So you're running your mouth to all the wrong people. So you might have been running your mouth a whole lot and brought these people so much attention. And let me tell y'all something about that really quick. Let me tell y'all something. These demons that have been attacking you, what they want from you is complete silence. They want to attack you unrelentlessly and force you into a pose or position.
Didn't we make a deal already? I'm gonna put that video up in the community section. And then when I, said, okay, I'll stop. I won't talk about work no more. Just leave me the fuck alone. And then I literally say it in the video. We'll see how long this lasts. Next 2 videos later, fucking week later, 3 days later. So you make a deal and then you renege, but you want me to shut up. But I tell you, you already broke so many fucking laws, and I could sue the fucking shit out of you guys. But yeah, I don't care. I don't need that. I got what I want. To be left the fuck alone and work. And make my own money. Make my own riches. Off the sweat of my back. And my brain. Something you faggot ass niggas don't know about. Cause you pussy.
Of submission and domination, wherein, hey, we're gonna attack you, but you shut up about it, or we'll attack you more than what we're attacking you right now. These punk asses. These goddamn punk ass people. Demons.
Clowns.
We have the power and the connections with the CIA and police and government and resources to attack you. And if you talk about it, I'm gonna attack you even more. Just like that dirty, funky, filthy, nasty, McNasty, stank ass pastor. What state was that in? In Houston, Texas. That has been sexually violating that 7-year-old little girl. That little girl since she was 7 years old. I posted the story on my community board. That girl is like 16 or 17 years old now, and he was taking her to HEB parking lot.
How the fuck is that not on the news? How? You know what? That's not my business right now.
And telling her he was going in her room, forcing her to perform oral sex on him from the age of 7. From the age of 7. And right up until her teenage years. And she finally exposed his ass.
I never heard of that.
I vote for the death penalty. Death penalty. He been manipulating that child since she was 7.
Let's see. We're just people, and we say we believe in the Most High. So, let's see what the book would say. What did Levi do when those fucking guys raped his sister? Oh, okay. Never mind. Go read the story. You'll find out what his judgment should be.
And now she a damn teenager. And she finally went and got the courage to speak out and tell somebody about it. Running your mouth, running your mouth to all the wrong people. These filthy, dirty ass spirits that inhabit these people are punks. They're punks. They're bullies. And what they want to do is they want to be able to spiritually molest you. They want to be able to violate you in the worst ways and you to shut up about it so they can handle their business and do what they want and take what they want from you and then just walk away. And then come back for more. That's how these people are. Just like
Yeah.
that dirty, filthy, nasty ass.
I mean, you did call for a truce, and then you came back for more. And then I said, all right, I'm gonna make so much fucking noise that if God isn't looking, He's gonna be looking now. I'm gonna put everyone's eye on you, because everyone's gonna look at me now. I'm gonna put on the greatest show ever. And I did. And I fucking told you to stop.
As pastor that I hope gets the death penalty. These people want to be able to attempt to kidnap you. They want to gang stalk, harass you, follow you around, hack your devices.
What? Like the guy next door? Literally just, I walk outside, he's in front of me, he looks back at me, walks up the block, I walk past the block, turn around, this motherfucker's behind me. So I stop, let him walk in front of me, and then walk his ass all the way to the store. Like, nigga, you ain't following me, nigga. I'm following you. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You niggas don't scare nobody, dog. You niggas don't scare nobody.
Steal your money, do spell work on you openly. Don't even try to hide it. Do it in your face and try to make you feel intimidated by using the fact that they have high positions, high honor. Because a lot of these people are in positions of high honor, a pastor, a military man. They feel like they have a false feeling of.
Yeah, he's fucked up. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? God to you little niggas. I don't care how you feel about it. Oh, ain't real? I bet you believed it.
Superiority, and they feel like you are nothing and no one
mad
will
when
hear
I
you.
see me shining.
And on top of that, they want you to shut up about what you're doing to them.
I said I bring a great ape down to size. Call me Krillin. That's you, Anthony. You big ape gorilla motherfucker.
As they do it, or they'll do it more.
You don't like that, do
So
you?
that's why I say,
Stop watching.
they said you're running your mouth to the wrong people, but this is what happened in the recent past that has them exposed in its energy. Because you had the courage to open up your mouth and to speak about it openly without holding anything back to bring exposure. You made noise because that's what God told you to do. God told you not to cower and be afraid and go further into a hole or put your.
Didn't I warn you that? Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you? I follow him and I won't back down. I refuse. You and I said it to your faces, each one of you niggas. You have to kill me. I won't stop. You will not make me quit this job. And I meant it. I didn't give a fuck who you sent through my. I didn't care what was gonna happen. I went and fought too hard to get it. Motherfucker. I had to relearn how to walk to keep that job. You think I'm gonna let you motherfuckers take it away from me? Get the fuck out of here. You can't fuck with me. You can't.
Head in the sand because these people were gonna do what they were doing to you regardless.
That ain't you? Ain't y'all thieving ass niggas stealing checks and shit? living off another man's life, you Hercule ass niggas. You don't know who Hercule is, but I'll tell you. It was a human man that stole the shine of Goku. And his name was Satan. Ironic, right? A man named Satan convinced the world that he saved the world. And everyone in the world loved him and gave him anything he wanted. Why Goku said, fuck it, I don't care. I saved the world. That was just my job. I'm going with my wife and my kid, and I'm going to go do what I do best. Get ready for the next pussy ass niggas. Didn't I warn you? Faggot ass niggas.
They were gonna do it right into your grave. They were hoping that you would shut up about it, or we'll put you in the grave faster. Our purpose is to completely destroy you and put you in the grave. But if you open up your mouth and complain about it, we're gonna do it faster and harder.
Fuck out.
You did the right thing in standing up to these people and running your mouth and calling them out. Masons, low vibrational ones. I'm not talking about like the Honorable C. Freeman L. that was teaching his people and trying to raise the vibration and consciousness of his collective. I'm not talking about the older ones of a higher vibration that stand on the foundational beliefs and teachings of our people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these booty ass millennials
copycats
that sit up there, don't even know what the hell this shit is about. All they know is they've been gifted a brand new car to make noise in, so they can get the attention they never got from their mother. You opened up your mouth and started making a whole bunch of noise, and it caused these people burdens. And that's what God told you to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Like that little 7-year-old girl, the people around her, I'm sure, were gaslighting her. They were gaslighting her, I'm sure, so that she wouldn't feel confident that her voice would be heard. So it went on for years. She didn't have confidence.
Remember, Eddie? Just take it. Just put your head down. Just don't say nothing. They'll leave you alone eventually. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You pussy. You take it. I'm raising hell around this motherfucker until they leave me alone.
Confidence in the people that were responsible for protecting her, the authority figures that were surrounding her. We have to get out of this energy, and she was a child. Nothing is her fault in this situation. But if somebody is doing something to you, do not let anybody gaslight you or try to put you in a state of fear that people will call you crazy. You fight back for your right, and you stand up for yourself, and you open up your mouth, because it always takes it only takes a spark to get a fire going, baby. It only takes a spark. It only takes one woman with enough courage to bring charges against somebody, or one man to bring charges.
So you guys, in your mind, said, there's so many of us. It's like a forest. What the fuck can he do? And I showed you what one man, a fucking drum of gasoline, and one cigarette can do. I carefully walked around, dropped a little gas here, a little gas there. That's me preaching, me being a good man. And then when you fucked with me, I threw the cigarette and lit the whole forest on fire. Like the Joker did with all that power of money. That's what you can say to your money now. It's going bye-bye. You should have left me alone.
You know, there are men out here that are violated as well by other men that feel embarrassed and ashamed and feel like they can't come forward because they'll be shamed and gaslit. Oh, you could take it. It's happening to all of us. Who didn't that happen to? Blah, 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 blah. You gonna mess it up everybody. Shit. At least now we getting money and doing spell work and doing all this shit and join these organizations. No, it takes one spark of a fire. A spark is what? A spark of fire is what? It's inspiration. When people are in darkness, there is no light, and people can do whatever they want in the darkness. But when one person stands up at the risk of humiliation, at the risk of being gaslit and called crazy, and they speak up for themselves, it creates a spark. And everybody in darkness sees that spark, like on the 4th of July. And it causes a spark of inspiration in other people that were in the dark. And then somebody gets inspired to speak out too that has the same experience. And before you know it, there's a fire going. And people can see in the darkness what's being done because you done got a fire lit and a whole bunch of people are talking about it's happening to me too. Then you got a Me Too movement going for both men and women that are violated in every way. Your constitutional rights are being violated.
It's our
It only
turn.
takes a spark to get a fire going. You were that spark because you open up your mouth and
of his mind, of what his mind believed, and what he spoke into existence.
You niggas not fucking with me.
Of the power that he has.
Ever.
You understand what I'm saying?
I don't care who you are.
Like anything that you set your mind to,
Top 5,
your mind will
dead,
your
or
mind will create
alive.
that force.
You ain't fucking with me.
Because your mind is just this powerful machine.
I'm on my head. Yeah, I'm on my head. Yeah, I'm on my head. Yeah, it's time to level up on my cargo cool. My cargo cool. I'm on my cargo cool. It's time to level up. What's this side here? GP ain't real. What's this side here? GP won't kill. What's this side here? GP won't what? What's this side here? GP won't. I hate it, no way, I see the road, and I fool, and I smoke, and I can't let it go. That shit that I go through, rap like I owe you a jacket, and show you the cats and the bats and the cats you don't like. Catch my fight, might get a light, or even a spark, and meet in the box, and do what it takes. Can you break this barricade? I might fight, you might run. Go get your gun, I'll do it for fun, I'll shoot when you want, cause you get the gun, and I get the pipe, and I'm taking it life, and it's not what you bring things. It's not what I see.
You niggas better stay away from me when I go to work. I'll open one of y'all fucking heads up. All love, all praise.